Good morning and welcome to day 3 of Ohso Yoganuary. Thank you so much for making it back again. I really am so excited to be sharing this with you. So we're doing another sun salutation today. This is Sun A. My background is Ashtanga. This is from the Ashtanga Primary Series. It's another really good workout, a really good warm-up, really good way of creating fire in the belly and really activating the core. What I really want you to do is, I'll take you through the poses, but I want you to think about really drawing the navel back in towards the spine. And with the pelvic floors, we're imagining tightening those pelvic floors, or perineum for the guys, and just lifting that up. And we want to really keep that working nice and strong. When this is happening and we're really feeling tight in the belly and the core, we're actually breathing into the chest. So draw the navel into the spine, tighten pelvic floors or lift the pelvic floors. Place the hands either side of the chest. As we inhale, it's actually the chest that expands rather than the belly. So really feel that movement happening in the chest. Now come back to the navel and to the pelvic floors. Really draw the navel in. Draw the pelvic floors up and in. Find the breath. You'll hear a weird sound, a bit like Darth Vader. So what we're doing is we're closing the mouth, but imagine we're actually breathing through the mouth. And we can feel the breath rolling down the back of the throat. And we're creating a sound that sounds like the ocean. So navel in, pelvic floors or perineum for the guys lifted, and closing the mouth, but imagine you're breathing through the mouth. Try and keep the shoulders away from the ears. So this is your Ujjayi breath. And we're going to try and keep this breath while we're practicing our Sun Salutation A. So let's step to the top of the, let's sit on the mat. We're just going to do a few rounds of that Ujjayi breath. So closing your eyes. Maybe resting hands onto the knees. Just find that comfortable seat wherever works for you. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. We inhale, we rise up through the crown. And we exhale, we relax the shoulders and feel the sit bones melting down into the mat. Now draw the navel into the spine, draw the pelvic floors up, nice and tight. Inhale, breathe into the chest. Exhale, soften but keep the pelvic floors lifted, the navel in. Follow your breath. Listen to the breath. Feel the work in the core, the heat in the core. One more round. And gently opening the eyes. And we're going to step to the top of the mat. So we want big toes touching and heels ever so slightly apart, so the feet are facing directly forwards. Again, ground down through the feet, rise up through the crown, draw the navel in, drop the tailbone. We're going to inhale, reach up for the sky, bring the hands into a prayer, gaze to the back of the thumbs. As we exhale, forward fold. Lead with the chest, bring the hands down either side of the feet, drop the crown towards the ground. As we inhale, we're going to look up and open the chest. Maybe the fingers are still on the ground, or maybe they're resting onto the shins. As we exhale, step back into a high plank. And lower down for Chaturanga. Drop to knees, chest and chin for half Chaturanga. Inhale, slide forwards, come onto the top of the feet, roll the shoulders for Cobra. Exhale, come back down, tuck our toes and push back through downward facing dog. We're going to hold that there for 5 breaths. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, and sinking the heels down to the ground. Inhale. And exhale, tilt the tailbone up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, feel the heels melting down to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, take the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. And exhale, find that extra length in the spine as you press through the fingertips. Inhale, come up onto the toes, look ahead. Exhale, stepping, walking, maybe jumping to the top of the mat into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up for the sky. And exhale, hands to our hearts. And release. So we're going to think about where we're looking for each of these poses this time. Inhale, reach up to the sky, look to the back of the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. We're gazing to the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. We're looking up but gazing at the nose. Exhale, stepping or maybe jumping to the back of the mat into a high plank. And lower down for Chaturanga, knees, chest and chin again, looking at the nose. Inhale, slide forwards, roll the shoulders for Cobra. Exhale, come back down, push back through downward facing dog. And breathe, gazing to the toes, the knees, maybe the navel, depending on flexibility. And reconnect with the breath here. Remember to pull the navel back to the spine. Lift through the pelvic floors. And remember that Ujjayi breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Follow the breath, stay with the Ujjayi breath. And we're always thinking about finding length in the spine. If having our legs straight is making us round the back or bring the shoulders over the wrists, bend the knees a little. Lengthen the spine is the primary objective here. One more breath there. Inhale up onto the toes, looking ahead. Exhale, stepping, maybe jumping to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, look at the nose. Exhale, forward fold, gaze to the toes. Inhale, reach up for the sky, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, hands to our hearts. And release. We'll try with full Chaturanga this time. Inhale, reach up for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, look up. And exhale, step or jump back into a high plank and lower down for full Chaturanga. Full Chaturanga, we're going to move ourselves forwards. Bend the arms until the arms come to their parallel, the biceps parallel to the mat. Inhale, open the chest, come onto the tops of the feet for upward facing dog. So the knees are lifted up, we're pressing down through the tops of the feet. Exhale, push back through downward facing dog. And breathe, 5 breaths, spread through fingers, spread through toes. Press through thumb and index finger part of the hand and press through the fingertips, taking some of the pressure off of the heels of the hands. Biceps are alongside the ears, so we're not dropping the head all the way down. We're bringing the chest towards the thighs. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. Long deep inhale. Long deep exhale. Navel to spine. One more breath there. Inhale up onto the toes, look ahead. Exhale, step, maybe jumping to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, draw the navel in, open the chest, gaze to the nose. Exhale, forward fold, gaze to the toes. Inhale, reach up for the sky. Gaze to the thumbs and exhale, hands to the heart. And release, let's take another round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, lead with the chest, long flat spine. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, step or jump back into a high plank and lower down for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Draw the shoulders away from the ears while drawing the shoulder blades towards each other. Feel an opening across the chest. Spread the sit bones as the sit bones point up towards the sky. Really draw that navel in. For inhale and exhale. Inhale up onto the toes, look ahead. Exhale, stepping or jumping to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, looking up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up for the sky. Gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, hands to our hearts. And release. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Ground through the feet. Lengthen through the backs of the legs. Inhale, half lift, look up. Exhale, stepping, maybe jumping back and lowering down for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Reconnecting with your breath. If at any point your down dog becomes too much, just come down into child's pose. Otherwise, stay in your downward dog for 2 more long, deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up onto the toes, look ahead. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to our hearts. And release, we'll take 1 more round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping, maybe jumping back, lowering down for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Let go of any thoughts. Allow yourself to be present. There's nowhere else you need to be. Just stay with the breath. Stay here. One more long deep breath there. Inhale up onto the toes, look ahead. Exhale, step or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to our hearts. And release. And that is Sun Salutation A. Let's take a comfortable seated position. Closing our eyes. relaxing the shoulders down the spine. Softening the legs. Inhale, we rise up through the crown. Exhale, feel the shoulders melt, the sit bones melt. And now just keep the belly soft. Feel the belly expand and fall as we inhale and exhale. Notice the body starting to calm and cool. As thoughts enter the mind, just allow them to float away. We're going to inhale, take our arms out to the side, up to the sky. Exhale, bring our hands to our heart, sealing our practice. Bowing the head for Namaste. And once again, thank you so much. That's Sun Salutation A, and we'll go through Sun Salutation B tomorrow.